So because we're using the Springboard curriculum, we use that as a foundation. They'll be jotting their notes down on that, just as a visual. It will be their check for understanding also. That will also be an evidence to what they're doing. But most importantly, it's the pictures. I actually picked up pictures from the 1930s, issues from the 1930s and then the 1960s. Because To Kill a Mockingbird was written, the setting was 1930s and then 1960s when it was published. So a lot of those issues. So I printed those out. So I have about maybe one per pair, so about 16 pictures, different pictures. So that's important. They're all in black and white. So they're gonna have that. Each person will have that. They'll have their Springboard book. They'll have a poster page, which it will be their Instagram page. So, and just glue. So very minimal things. It's the picture that will be the one that they're gonna focus on. Yeah. Well, for one, of course, it's there. The Springboard book, the lesson is there. So the particular pictures that I did choose, I wanted to vary it. I know that, of course, the racial issue was both in 1930s and the 1960s was ongoing. So I needed to also vary some of those pictures. There were also women's rights. There was also the idea of there were no jobs. So I wanted to make sure that that was incorporated. I also had to think about the type of picture. I didn't want it to be the picture to be all morose pictures, very sad, because there were some pockets in time where what was happening led to something great. So I needed to make sure that there was that balance of picture of positive pictures and, of course, what was happening then, which was more than negative. Yeah. I think it's just the balance of it. I do pick them, in my mind as I pick them as a, from a teacher's point of view, but I do have to step back and say, what would the kids think about this? I had to obviously think about some of the words in the pictures just because of how they would react to it. But I think for the most part, I pick pictures that will be engaging, will get them enough to talk about it, will allow them to connect to something. Yeah. I think it's just a modification, adding on the Instagram for the purpose of having the kids a little bit more engaged, or a lot more engaged than originally just writing it down. Yeah. Okay. So doing this activity obviously will lead to a greater understanding of what To Kill a Mockingbird is about. Again, it's looking at these pictures stir up a lot of the human emotions, and that is natural, that they don't have to think if it's right or wrong. It is about the kids. So picking these particular pictures, I wanted them to be, react naturally, and then hopefully again that lowers the anxiety of what's happening when we read To Kill a Mockingbird.